Welcome back everyone to another NRG, and this is Tiger-Heli on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original 8-bit beast console. I don't do many videos on the Nintendo now for obvious reasons, but I thought I'd have a go at this because I kind of like this version of the classic Taoplan shooter. Yes, I think it's a rather faithful arcade conversion. Obviously there's a few cuts here and there and a few shortenings of the stages and a few less enemy sprites, which makes it, well, you could argue it would make it easier, but it doesn't actually. It makes it still quite as tough as the original. So yes, the same setup is there. You've still got your two cluster bombs that can be hit by enemy gunfire. Vertical scrolling is still the same. The restart points are very similar indeed, as are the power-ups. Impressive rendition, 8-bit rendition of the music that played on the original arcade. I really like that. The sound effects are all there as well. Even that little bonus is there, you see. But as you can see, the sort of arrangement of the enemies and their attack plans are slightly different. And they've tried to squeeze in a lot in. I think they've tried to squeeze a lot into the NES here to get a good conversion, and they do. They achieve a decent conversion indeed. Very bright and bold colours, very bright and bold colours. It has very, there's parts of it that remind me of early Famicom shooter Gyrodyne. It's a little bit more advanced than that. And of course the helicopter movement is on fast mode like it should be on the arcade. I mean, the original arcade had a slow mode, which was, ouch, just got blown up there thanks to the glitching. I tested this on a few, looked at a few other videos and a few other footages of this, and there's a fair bit of glitching going on. This flickering is pretty bad sometimes when there's a lot of stuff going on screen. This is typical NES fare, as any of the fans of the system know. It can tend to flicker a lot when a lot of stuff is going on. I'm assuming that on a real system it wouldn't be as bad as it is on emulation. There we go, there's little Heli, there he is. That's all present and correct. The power-up's all present and correct. Little Heli is there, and it's shooting at the side, so it works all in the same way. As you can see, this bit is shortened a bit from the original arcade. Not a bad little effect there on the sea. Lots of flickering going on there with lots of static sprites, which is a shame. It does put you off a bit. Also, the score seems to flicker. The scoring system is different on this as well than the arcade original. But I tell you what, it's not a bad effort. It's not bad. I can certainly enjoy this as much as I can with the original arcade. Parts of it seem quite tougher in places, but then again, the mid-bosses seem a lot easier. There's a lot of flickering going on there, which is a shame. Yeah, a lot of sprite flickering. It is off-putting. Can't really do much about that, really. I mean, like I said, the original system is probably better than the emulation. There you go, very Gyrodyne in the background there. All this sort of like 3D shading going on. Pseudo 3D shading going on, should I say. The explosion's all good. They're all there as well. The music can get a little bit annoying because it is a bit high pitched and a bit tinny. But the tune is reminiscent of the arcade. And here we are, and that's the end of stage 1. It seems to be over a lot quicker than the arcade because it is. It is shorter with less enemies. And so when things quieten down, when there's a lot less sprites on screen, everything goes very, very, very stable and indeed. I have one bomb and one little Heli with a 10,000 point bonus, which I believe is the same as the arcade actually. So the animation on the helicopter itself is pretty decent when there's not a lot going on. But when things get busy, yes, it's something you really can't forgive. At least the scrolling is very smooth, that's nice. So the sprite sizes are pretty good. Couldn't really see what was going on there. I think Well, I think it just hit one of my side bombs there. It seemed to be taking them all out. I mean, the detailing could have been a little bit better on some of the surfaces. It's a little bit sparse here and there. But it's not as slow paced as it looks. It's still quite fast paced in a way because you've got that limited range in your shot and the sort of tightness and how quick the enemies shoot you, and very accurately shoot you as well, much like the arcade. It has that certain element of challenge about it. Here we go, got me little Heli too, if I can grab that. Yeah, here we go, Firepower City, and I've been killed. So I was just showing off there, wasn't I, really? got splattered. There's a lot more trains. Oh, there's the little car. Whoa! Don't know. I wonder if the little car is triggered by the same sort of way you get that triggered on the arcade. You got shooting sets of 6 or shooting sets of 14. It's the way you shoot. I've just got shot there again. Come on, here we go. Little mid-boss, taking him out with the 2 little helis. He's a tough boy. And there he goes. He's gone. Lost a little heli there. Never mind. And I just got shot again. Oh, man, that flickering was really going my eyes in there. So if it weren't for that flicker, I tell you what, it'd be very, very faithful to the original completely. I do like a good shooter me. Taoplan did a lot of decent shooters. So I'm going to grab that. That's my side little heli. Here we go. Come on then, I'm going to splat you. There, beautiful. That's so satisfying when that happens. Typical Nintendo here with lots of very, very bold colours. Solid state and colours. It's just a shame about that flickering. I know I keep going on about it, but it's something that's really detrimental to the game. Is there more enemies in this shit bit? There's less, you see, less enemies in this shit bit. But there you go. Looks how accurate they fire. And them tanks really fire at you accurately. You really sort of get moving really quickly and get in position, much like the arcade. So yes, it doesn't differ from much from that. You could, to be honest, a lot of people could confuse this for the arcade version if you weren't paying attention to the visuals completely, because of the way they play extremely accurately. It's a shame that Tiger-Heli didn't come to a lot of other systems. I think it would have. A decent version would have been good on maybe the Specky or the Amstrad or something. I think they could have done a decent job, you know, a la 1943 or something. Didn't get many helicopter shooters on the 8-bit micros. They generally seem to come out on the consoles more. Bit dull here. Oh my! Whoa! They came shooting out there. Seemingly slow pace, but bang, they were on me. And that score at the top is flickering badly, really distracting me. Bang! Dead again. But I've still got more lives. Where did I must have picked up an extra life somewhere. Oh no, I'm down to no lives now. So this is it. This is the final push. The final push. So if I saw this as a cartridge, there is a chance that I would buy it actually, because it's something that I think would play better on the original system and be really cool. But it's definitely a faithful arcade conversion, and I think they've done the best what they can with the constraints of the NES. So yes, Tiger-Heli on the NES, the original Nintendo. There it is. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Nobabug out.